we go. Wide 80. Wait, yeah, here we go. Wide 80. 26. Yeah, here we go. Like that. Wide 80. 26. Hey, here we go. Wide 80. 26. Yeah! Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Yeah, here we go. Like that. Wide 80. 26. Yeah, here we go. Wide 80. 26. Yeah! Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Yeah, here we go. Like that. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Yeah, here we go. Like that. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Hey, here we go. Wide 80. 26. Yeah! Here we go! 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 Like that. Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Yeah! Here we go! Like that. Wide 80. 26. Yeah! Here we go! Wide 80. 26. Yeah! Here we go! Wide 80. 26. Yeah! Here we wide 80. 26. Yeah! Here we go! Wide 80. 26. Hey, here we go. Wide 80. 26. Yeah! Here we go! Wide 80. 26. Here we go. Wide 80. 26. Yeah! Here we go! Like that. Wide 80. 26. Yeah, here we go. Right side. Wide in. Right side. Yeah. Here we go. Wide in. Right side. There we go. Wide in. Right side. Yeah. Here we go. Wide in. Right side. Here we go. Wide in. Right side. Yeah. Wide in. Right side. Yeah, here we go. Right side. Wide in. Right side. Here we go. Wide in. Right side. Yeah, here we go. Wide in. Wide in. Yeah, here we go. Wide in. Wait, take. Yeah, here we go. Wait, take. Wide in. Wide in.
Well, in lieu of a full cast of Falcons soaring in the upper air of Mercedes-Benz Stadium, one does take to the skies before kickoff. That's the mascot, Freddy the Falcon. Down at ground level, it is a cauldron of Falcons also taking flight out of the tunnel and onto the field here in Atlanta. Today, we have an NFC fighting storm. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're underway in Atlanta. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game. But he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Now on comes someone born and raised right here in Atlanta. A.J. Cole to punt. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another carry for him. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Back to the well again. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Hits him on the out route. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
1st down, here's Dak. That's him on a quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
from the red zone on first. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Falcons, nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Keeps away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Falcons, running back Bijan Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And he's been putting together what should finish as a true standout campaign. Right now, top 5 across the league in rushing. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Firing quickly is Penix. Complete.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Penix on 3rd down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott set to pass. That's more of the catch out left. He passes the 35. And he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Yeah! Here we go, boys!
Prescott on 1st and 10. Dumped off to his running back. This is taken ahead to the 42. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This one caught by C.D. Lamb. They limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Moore's got it. And they get this down to the 28. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense is set, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw once more. On the move, headed right. Has it down close. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. George Pickens the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
Falcons, nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
From the shotgun, Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play, 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Takes it in at the 21. He dodged the tackle. Along the right sideline, there's space. There it is, touchdown Dallas. The Cowboys take a 20-zip lead. You gotta love when your special teamers say, take some time off, offense. Your presence, that's not required at this moment. That guy took care of things himself with an electrifying return.
Yeah, find somebody who doesn't welcome some time off for more, Kate. They're more than happy to chill out on that sideline, offer some extra applause as that return team, well, it did more than its normal job.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
Falcons, nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. Starting from the 5. And that's That's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Turn up. 70 Lions. Turn up.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Complete out to the right. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
19. Driver. 19. Roll 80. Set go.
Penix working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And the Falcons, 1st down.
Penix is going to throw again. We'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
And a yard at the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's good for a couple of yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he rips up 8 yards on the final play before our 2-minute warning. So it looks like it'll be 2nd and maybe a yard as we come back, Brock, from our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. He escapes the defender. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Penix on 1st down. Right side reeled in by Pitts. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal. Penix here from the gun. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons chop some of the lead off before the half. Drake London with the touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the champ for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch, or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting second right now across the league in rushing yards. They'll run here on first down. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. 3rd and long for him here. That one's complete over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Trying to work quickly now.
First down.
1st and 10, Prescott. It is Cup, left side. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. And with that last throw, a memorable one for him because it gets him to the 3,000-yard plateau for the year. To mark every quarterback tries and honestly expects to hit over the course of a regular season. All set to go now from the 35. First down, here's Dak. Chased out to his right. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Dak throwing again. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players, but for the real teams, the home stretch is...
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out.
Take over 1st and
The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Able to get it to Moore. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Prescott here from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 24-point ball game.
Falcons 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Falcons and Drake along. Headed back out onto the field. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air with Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 12.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Here we go. Ready, go. Cougar 19.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's been one of the players of this game. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Yeah, here we go.
Right up the gut. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Yeah, here we go.
Snap is off. It's Prescott. And he's caught. He's got Lamb. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Back-to-back carries here. Still has some space inside the 35. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah!
Dak to the air here. That's more of the catch out left. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys piling onto the scoreboard yet again. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight.
And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
On second down, Robinson. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here he goes, third and long. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's 16 yards on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
70 Lions!
To the right side and wheeled in by London. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Another one here to London. Brought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And this is going to be Cowboys football!
Recovered by the Cowboys.
Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
Catch made over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Cowboys football, and they should be able to coast through the 4th with that kind of lead. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Yeah, here we go.
Plowing up the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be good for Dallas first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. Go to 54, go to 54. 20.
Give now to the running back. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Dallas first down. Here's the handoff. Still going inside the 35. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Okay, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone in the perimeter.
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys running them out of the building. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here.
Let's go now.
Now Penix off the play action. The left side is caught by Pitts. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
The Falcons, first down.
Penix now on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
So it's second and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Go. Cowboy 80. Hut up.
A quick throw completed out to the left. Inside the 30. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons making the scoreboard look a touch better. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Cowboys returning their offense and this running back to the field. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, first and 10.
Yeah.
Hand off to the back. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5.
Yeah.
Blown back, it's the handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And he hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
Yeah, here we go. All right, hey.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. He's got it. It's complete to Pickens. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's good for our Cowboys. First down.
Yeah.
First and 10.
Back now from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Cowboys moments away from win number 12. First and 10 from the 32.
Yeah. Here we go.
Trying the right side. And he's got about 9 on that partner down inside the 30.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys throwing 6 more on the blowout. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys tack on 7 more to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Panics to throw again on 2nd. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
One final shot here. And there's our last-stand image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference.